So we're on. Hi, everybody. Let me find a pinned thing that I need to do. Chat. Good morning. Okay. Good morning. Oh, don't I get to see my own? I'm trying to figure out this new venue, this new software. So, good morning from Ireland. Everything's great about this new software. I like it. Except for if you're on Facebook, you need to comment with your name. Make sure you put your name, good morning dash, or however you want to do it, and put your name on there. Because when I go to do readings, it only matters when I do the whoop whoop, because then how do I know what your name is? I'm not that good. So if you're on Facebook, make sure you comment with your name so that I know who you are. I've actually talked to their customer service, and they told me that no software does that. And I went, you're wrong. Because our last software that we used, that they jacked the price up to double, you could see the people's names. So I'm not sure why. Anyways, moving on. We're moving on this morning. It is 10:40 in the morning, and I've been working. I'm being productive. I've already vacuumed, all those things. I'm working on getting the house cleaned. It's a slow process. Good morning, Renee. Good morning. You're crying all afternoon. I hope all is well. Oh, well, that's why I didn't do this. That's why I didn't show up, because I didn't hit the thingy. Okay, so let's do, I shall, here, let me pin this. There we go. Let us move on to, good morning, Carrie. Good morning, to talking about some elders. Missing your sister so much. So very sorry. Good morning, Go Squad Scotland. How are you this morning? So I'm figuring out some new technology. I figured out how to go to Rumble, which was interesting. It seems you can't get a stream key for TikTok. So I'm having a hard time with that one. But if I can get a hold of my stream key, I can go directly to TikTok as well. No, I don't have the whole house vacuumed, Renee. Don't give me that much credit. Don't give me that much credit. I have a living room vacuumed. Okay, let's talk about some cards for the day. Talking about breaking cycles. Talking about breaking cycles and living from a state of gratitude. A lot of us live in a state of need and want, right? We keep gotta have the next, gotta have the next, gotta have the next. We sometimes have to slow down and stop and appreciate the things that are already right in front of us, the things we already have. Good morning, everybody. So it's time to slow down. It's slow. There's a way to stream TikTok, but it's very hard. Are you using StreamYard? No, I am not using StreamYard, Chris. I am using OneStream, and I love the features on here, but at the moment, there's a couple little things that I'm not quite pleased with. So I'll be here until I find another one that I like better. I don't know. I'm hoping they tweak these other little things. The one main one is not seeing Facebook names. That's really it. Not seeing Facebook names. TikTok, it looks very difficult. There's a third-party thing involved, and it hurt my brain yesterday. So we're talking about breaking cycles and living in a state of gratitude. Some things there's creation going on. There's new things happening. And if we're not trusting all of the things that we have, that we're seeing going on, just know. So cycles, changes, they're stopped, right? They're stopped. And they're talking about we're not living in the gratitude we need to be living in. And that there's new beginnings and they're going to cause that red in there really says a lot, right? We haven't been listening. Now we need to start listening a little bit better. And breathe and be mindful. Bring in a sense of peace. Bring in a sense of peace. Good morning. Good morning. Well, it's really the only room others see, so kind of as the whole house went. Yeah, unfortunately, my kitchen and my living room are totally attached. So, and I only have runners. I don't have back. I have solid wood through the house. So that's very helpful because I have a Roomba, but I have large runner rugs. And good morning, everybody. Good morning. Oh, the other thing I don't like, Chris, that I can't see how many people are on. I can't see that. And that bothers me. I don't know why that bothers me, but it just bothers me. Like I need to know. I just need to know. Anyhow, but they have some cute things too. They have some nice things. Okay, so can I get a whoop in the room, you guys? If you're on YouTube, I can see your name. If you're on Facebook, just put your first name in there, and carry on with your conversation, with your comment. Show 6 on your side. I have a lot on YouTube. So I have 6 different places going in right now. I don't know. That just started. I have had a cold, Renee. I've had a cold for about 2 weeks. So I'm just getting over it, but it's still yuckiness, you know? Yeah. Good morning. There's Katrina. Good morning. We'll go here. Okay. Good morning. Yeah, and it's been warm. The weather is like that weather where you just like, it's up and down and up and down. I like this deck of cards, but could they have made it any larger? Could they have made it any bigger? It makes it difficult to shuffle. Good grief with that. Hi, everybody. Good morning. If everybody could share to a friend or invite somebody, that would be fabulous. And off we go. Maybe on more. I have almost all of my November tech work done. It's only 6 days into it, right? And then we have, not this weekend, but the following weekend, we're going to be in Schaumburg over by Chicago. And then we go to Cincinnati for the weekend. I have to have, I know this is like nobody really cares, but I have to have the front window of the shop done by Black Friday for the Christmas thing. So they judge all the windows downtown. I think that's too soon. I have ideas. I have so many ideas and like this much time to get it done. So I'm working on that. And here's me. I don't do things small. I want a sleigh in the store, like a horse sleigh. How do we get a sled in the store? Like a 1-horse open sleigh. I might have to build it. Weather's been in the 60s and 70s during the day, the 40s and 50s at night. It's beautiful, but it's unseasonal. I know it's really soon, right, Jenny? I'm like, and it's not something I haven't been planning. I might go back on default fairies or Narnia. Last year we did Narnia, and I had the queen up in the front window. I have a really great dress for this, by the way, because I buy old vintage dresses that, not super expensive dresses, but vintage dresses, and I put them on the mannequins, and live horses with it too. Jenny Adams, no, actually, anyways, hold on, I'll get back to that. I have horses, and I've told my husband it could be dangerous. get one sleigh. I have a wagon now. I need draft horses. But last year we had Narnia, and I took the crown of ice and I suspended it in the air above the mannequin. It was really cool. But anyways, no, I can't bring real live horses in. But what I do have in the store is we went and bought a carousel horse. Because why? I wanted one. I wanted one for the front window. It's mystical. It's Pegasus. It is a Pegasus carousel horse, and that's leaping up and taking off, right? And I want to extend the wings because the wings are carved into the side, and I want to extend the wings. I know nobody really cares. And make them like real looking wings. And then I want to put the sleigh behind it with Father Christmas in the sleigh. Come on. It'd be cool. And then we were going to show treetops where they were flying. It's what I want to do. Katrina says Frozen would be kind of cool with the ice castle scene. Oh God, that'd be so hard to do. So hard to do. My brain's already bent as it is. I have a sleigh outside that I can put together. And wooden cut out of a sleigh. I don't want to go that. I have a real one that will fit through the doors. And here's a Christmas story, guys. I have a Christmas story. 1978 blizzard, right? Who was there? I was there. I remember it. I was 7 years old. 1978. Was it 78? 78? Okay. We were all snowed in. Oh, I want to put sheer curtains in the back and drop snows, little laser light show on them. I have ideas. Anyways, 1978 blizzard. I was 7 years old. We were living in town inside Toledo, Ohio. And that's, it's very tight. It's just like little neighborhoods and it's all very tight. Good morning, everybody. And 78 and 93 were the big ones. And I remember that my dad always dressed up like Santa Claus. He always dressed up like Santa Claus. And it's just one of those memories, I just remember it. And he dressed up as Santa Claus. And we had a pony in town. Not Code, y'all. Amos. I remember Amos. And he hooked Amos up to this sleigh and drove through the neighborhoods and gave out little Christmas toys as Santa Claus during the blizzard. And I just remember it, right? It's one of those things. I have that sleigh. It is in disrepair and it needs a new bucket on it, like seating area. But I have that sleigh and I think I should use that. And Sam's like, it's not the traditional, really scrolly type of sleigh people are thinking of. And I'm like, okay. Okay. Isn't it even so sweet? Yes. Anyways, okay, here we go. Good morning, everybody. If you're on Facebook, I am not ignoring you. I try to do call outs. I really, really do. But there's a pinned post that says, if you're on Facebook, please include your name if we're doing a whoop whoop, or if you have a question or something like that, because I can't see your name on Facebook. And I'm working on that with their tech department to see how to resolve that. Okay. So let's get a whoop whoop. Let's do this. I have a beautiful deck of cards. I had this feeling 2 mornings ago, just kind of fell over me when I was laying in bed. And it was like a gear shifting. It was really cool. It was like a breathing, moving forward and back. Anybody else experience is there any weird Schumann resonancy or moon phase that I'm not aware of going on? All right, we're going to go with Carrie. Good morning, Carrie. Carrie, I have this beautiful card for you, but they want to talk about letting go of the things. This is the theme today, letting go of the things that no longer serve you and start moving forward into the things that bring you joy. Not, we don't all work towards joy, do we? Good morning, Vicki Roop. Good morning, Rose Ann. Good morning, Katrina. We don't always work from a place of joy. A lot of times we work from a place of, I got to get it done. So what they're saying is, it's time to start looking to something different. You're stepping away from negativity. You're stepping away from depression or or negative thought patterns or all those, that kind of thing. And you need to start moving more into positivity. Watch The Secret. From what I understand, it's on Prime right now. Amazon Prime. Watch The Secret. If you've watched it before or you read the book, watch it again. It is so, so important because you're moving away from something and it's time to start really feeling the joy of what you're moving into, right? It's the light coming in. Good morning. Snowing in Colorado. How awesome. Lucia and Anna Maria. Good morning. So they're talking about moving away from the darkness, moving into the light, finding joy. Many of us struggle to find joy because many of us don't know who we are and what we want to do. And this is one of my favorite questions. If you could not label yourself, mother, father, sister, brother, aunt, uncle, daughter, son, how do you describe yourself? Right? And we struggle. We struggle because we're looking for those descriptives that we hitch our wagon to somebody else's horses, right? Think about it. Think about it. We can't live somebody else's life or their dreams or their passions and desires. So what do you want to do? What do you want to do and where do you want to go? That's what they want you to look at. Aha. This is that pause on that journey. This is that pause, that moment to sit and think, to sit and think. What do you want? Who are you? How do you move forward and step away from negativity? Good morning, Isis. Good morning, Roseanne. Good morning, Jazzy Dreamer and Susie too. Good morning, everybody. Oh, I'm not done. Okay. I'm sorry. Carrie, my guys went, no, we're not done. I went to put the cards away. They went, no. And they're saying, I know. These are beautiful cards. I'll show you what cards these are in a second. This is what they're saying. This is how you find out, Carrie. You go within. That's the only place. You guys know you can ask everybody else questions. You can go sit for a million different psychics. They're all going to tell you a little bit of a different thing, right? The only clarity and the only real truth you can get is inside. It's inside. You can ask for advice, bitch to your friends. Girls, we do that, right? We have a friend that we like to talk to like that. Like, oh my God, you're not going to believe what happened. But the only place you're ever going to find peace or clarity or joy is on the inside. That's where you got to go. So moving away from negativity, moving away from darkness, taking a pause in thinking about who you are, turning in for clarity. This deck is a gorgeous deck of cards. It's a gorgeous deck. Know thyself, absolutely. Oracle of the Sacred Horse. Oracle of the Sacred Horse. Tuning in from West Virginia. Hope all is well. Thank you so much for your time. Oh, thank you. Thank you. We all rent to the friend who knows us. We absolutely do. It's important in my life. It's important. Like my BFF Shannon, I'd be lost without her. We've been best friends since like 8, off and on in high school, middle school bullshit, stuff like that. But we really have been friends that whole time. And we're there for each other to bitch too. Those are the Karen cards. The Karen cards actually fell off the freaking whatever. Okay, so I know that we're talking, and I have not shared this online yet. In the store, we are talking about reigniting our monthly shamanic online discussion in January. And that is for people that have taken the shamanic apprenticeship course. If you're a healer and you're looking for that deepening of that healing experience for yourself and the people you work on, we are going to start up our shamanic apprenticeship. It is a year-long apprenticeship, you guys. This is not wham bam heal you man kind of stuff. This is the deep stuff. This is the really deep healing practices, soul extractions, soul retrievals, all of these things that are, you have to be able to know how to navigate the other side. So we're actually, we have members that are probably on this feed right now of My Mystical Life community that are a part of that membership. And even after, I don't know, it's maybe 3 years or so, they still have access to everything, but there's no rush to finish this, because this is truly something you have to do at your own pace. I can give you all the tools to do so, but it is truly something you do at your own pace, because you may not always feel as if you understand the messages that are coming through on our, oh yeah, I got to do that. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Okay. Um, You've started the other free course. So Jenny, I don't even have it listed up here. If you guys are interested in the free psychic development class, it is at this link. Am I still dead here in the water? Am I dead in the water? Because I just need to know. I wish I could read this. It's me. You can hear me now? After you hit enough buttons, shit starts to work. Everybody else left. They're like, I'm not sticking around for this. Here's a news flash for you guys though. That's how it goes here sometimes. It's how it goes here. So I don't know what the heck. I didn't hit any other buttons. I just kept entering the studio. So it's okay. It's all right. Anyhow, as I typed earlier, if you're interested in the free class on what's your clair, what's your psychic skill, because everybody has one, you can go to My Mystical Life or themysticalmoons.com. By the way, we have some things going on. If you are local, on the 8th, we have Jessie in the evening doing intuitive practice at the shop. So that's going to be a lot of fun. That's a new thing we're starting. It's going to be a monthly thing. We also have a community chat that evening online with several of our online teachers. So we do have 15 teachers online that are, and not all of them are coming together, but many of them are coming together for an online chat on blending dimensions and dimensional splitting and 3D to 5D. And so this is going to be a really, really interesting discussion, and you can find that right here. So that'll be at 7:30 on the 8th, and Jessie will be at 6:30. I think it was 6:30 on the 8th as well at in store. She'll be in store. The other event is online. It's your anniversary. I'm sorry. Okay. You'll find the discussion right here. So you can come right back here. You can actually, if you go to My Mystical Life on Facebook, there's an event. You can sign up for the event. It'll send you reminders. Yeah, I know. There's sound. But we're having when I say killer Black Friday sale, we are going to have a killer Black Friday sale on the online store, themysticalmoons.com. That will be 7:30 Eastern time. 7:30 Eastern time. Sound, I can tell Jansen's here because the sound bath is on the 16th, and that is with Jansen and Adam at the store. And I believe that's at 11 a.m. That's a Saturday. That's at 11 a.m. at the Mystical Moons in Defiance, Ohio, our physical location. So we have a lot of the different things going on. Jessie will be in the store on the 22nd doing readings. Victoria will be in doing readings and healings on the 15th. And then we just have a lot of things going on. Lots of stuff. Lots of fun stuff. Okay. Let's see. Tonight's class. Do we have class tonight? What is tonight? Tonight's Wednesday. Tonight is, let me figure out what day, where I'm at, what's going on. The 6th, we do not have class tonight. We do not have, the next class is Monday, and that'll be Sam. I'm not sure what Sam's doing. Okay, here we go. Yes, that's one of the things they're working on explaining. Yes, Jessie has sign-up sheets in store. So let's see. Can I get a whoop, whoop, whoop in the room, you guys? If you're on Facebook, you have to add your name because I can't see your name. So whoop, whoop in the room, you guys. Whoop, whoop. I don't know who this is for yet, but they told me to pull the cards in advance. This is for Vicki Rope. Vicki, I want to talk about your protective nature. Good morning. I want to talk about your protective nature. It's time to kind of back down a little bit. Don't worry about being so protective. This is the Black Bear. It's reversed. And all these cards are reversed, by the way. This is time to slow down. Hi, baby. Husband's here. Time to slow down. Time to not invest so much of yourself into everything because I know of being protective of somebody else, because that's going to rob you of your magic. It's going to rob you of your joy, rob you of the things that help you move forward in life. What you think is laid before you is actually not. What's laid, I know, but this is intuition and this is upside down. So it means some of the things you believe may not be really laid there for you to act upon. Step back from it. This is all cards that are saying, hey, step back from some of the things you have going on in your life that are not working for you, because while you feel like it's the gung-ho thing to do, it's going to rob you of some peace. It's going to rob you of intuition, just because it's getting in the way of that. Stress is getting in the way of that. And then on the tail end, you can't make this up because this is a really, really cool reading, actually. You can't, on the tail end of everything, there's rebirth coming. There's something new coming. There's something that's going to be wonderful in your life but if you let yourself get all stressed out, if you let yourself get in the way of your own growth by throwing all of your eggs in whatever basket is they're talking about, then you're going to slow that down. It'll happen regardless. Rebirth will happen. New always springs up, right? But don't be your emotional distress by where that what feeds it. Okay, be your joy. Renee says, is anyone else having trouble with the reply button on other people's comments? Even so, it's much better than the problem of frozen silent Lisa's screen. Could you guys see what I was saying? Who's a good lip reader? That's why I was like, it's not always good to have lip reading. This is by my favorite, one of my favorite people and artists, and it is Jody Bergsma. She has a beautiful deck of cards. This is the Spirit of the Animal Oracle. This is the Spirit of the Animal Oracle. All right, can we have another whoop whoop in the room? And then I think we'll do a couple Karen cards, if people have thick enough skin. You wish you could read lips? Yes, I actually had to tame it down because I thought I'm going to be saying some stuff I shouldn't be saying, and then my sound is going to come back on. I thought, no, that's not good. It's not good. This is... You did sign language? I don't know sign language, but I can tell you. I'm not going to tell you what I was saying. It's just not. No. Okay. All right. This one is going to Jenny Adams. Jenny Adams. Up, Jenny. I didn't even get to the card. They're like, somewhere over the rainbow. We know your facial expressions very well. That's my technology look. Jenny Adams. So whatever you have a decision coming up on, you are going to make the right decision. You are going to move forward confidently. You are going to be like, look what I can do. I mean, and not like in a Mad TV kind of way either. It's going to be like, I can move forward and I'm very confident. They're talking, somebody's talking about, hey, watch your posture, push your shoulders back a little bit. You're looking at the ground too much. Chin up, chin up. You have some really great things coming your way. And I actually hear chin up, chin up. So this is somebody, you have a guy in the background that's really, really musical, and they find a lot of happiness in that, and they try to bring that into your life. So if you get a lot of songs popping into your head, listen to them. Listen to the words that go with them. Oh, I know. Laugh with your facial expressions because you're like psychic. So Jenny Adams, they're saying, hey, you're going to make the right decision. If it is presented to you, don't worry about it. It is going to, you're going to have some good flow. Why would be that? I know, right? I have to be careful because they'll block me according to Rainbow. So pay attention to the song, Jenny. Here's what's really interesting, you guys, and this is something we teach in the membership. the way your guides communicate with you is not what you're going to expect, right? It is not Hollywood. This is not like all of a sudden you're walking down the hallway and there's a dead person. They're like, hey, I want you to talk to my great Aunt Gertie for me. And you're like, oh, well, yes, I won't seem crazy at all. And you go running off looking for great Aunt Gertie. It doesn't do that. And second of all, nobody has that lady's dresses. The Ghost Whisperer chick, she has a great wardrobe. Oh my God. Her wardrobe was fantastic, right? But it does not work that way. They come across in ways that are going to be relevant for you. So if you know a song and they know a song and they go, oh my gosh, they paid attention and they understood that the yellow brick road, when it's beautiful and manicured and clean, means somebody has a decision coming and they're going to make the right one. Stuff like that. I mean, those things mean something, okay? They all mean something. Pay attention to it, because that is how spirit communicates. Pay attention. And this is another, her nightgowns were crazy. Who wears that to bed? I actually had a friend that did wear clothes like that to bed. She used to work in a lingerie store, and she, oh my gosh, she was so amazing. She was so amazing. She used to work in a lingerie store, and she was an older Southern Belle woman. And how do I know that she wore those nightgowns? She wasn't feeling well, and she went to the doctor, and they gave her very limited time to live. And she came to me every week to get her nails done, every week. And I absolutely adored her. I adored her. And she called me at the shop and said, could you come do my nails? And I was like, yeah. And so I go to her house and I take all my stuff and I do her nails at her house. And this is what she said to me. And I swear to God, I'm so glad I wasn't working intuitively at that time. I didn't know anything about this life. And she goes, Barbara Case. Not Barbara Case. Barbara, I can't remember her last name. Barbara. And she goes, and I did her nails, and the same they always were done. And she goes, I can die now. And I went, oh, no. We don't talk like that. We don't talk like that. She goes, my nails needed to be done. They needed to be done. And I was like horrified, absolutely horrified. But we changed the subject, and we started talking about her nightgown, and because it was so frilly and so beautiful, and I was like, oh my God, that's so gorgeous. Change the subject, right? Deflection. I use deflection a lot. And good morning, Coretta. I love you too. And she goes, I used to work in this lingerie store, and it was high end, and I got to take home some of the samples, and I just loved her. And the next morning I got the call that she passed during the night. That's how I knew. Thank goodness I did not do this at that point in my life. Thank God, because I'll tell you what, Farmville, Virginia was, whoo, doggy. They had some swinging 70s and stuff. So I didn't want to know their secrets, but yeah, that was a traumatic, but yeah, it's my story. I loved her. She was so sweet. She knew that I had like the black thumb of death, and I can't keep plants alive for nothing. The only plants that I have kept alive are the ones in the shop, and they were Bill's funeral arrangement. Farmville, Virginia. Yes, Farmville, Virginia. We lived there. We lived actually in a little town called Meharon, out by trying to think of what, Keysville. We lived in Keysville, Virginia for a while. You hear the Southern coming out there. We lived there long enough to get a little draw. But absolutely loved it there. Absolutely loved it there. We had a day spa for about 10 years. It was cool. Okay, moving on. That was my weepy customer story of the day. And those really beautiful nightgowns, but who wears them? Okay, can I get it? But yes, you're not listening enough, Jenny. You need to be listening a little bit more, connecting with your guides, meditating. If meditating is hard, we have meditations on YouTube, a couple of them. You can go check that out. All that. Where are you at, Jenny? Forever ago. It was forever ago, wasn't it, Coretta? It was forever ago. Has she visited you since her transition? Yes, she has. Not my transition into this, but my transition from being a nail technician to a muggle. And it was so funny. That's my dog because he has to drink right now because he knows I'm online. I was sitting with a psychic because we had a psychic party at our house because we had room. And I didn't believe in psychics. A friend was holding the party and I was sitting there like this. That is Gretna. I know where Gretna is. I love Lynchburg. I love so many wonderful memories in Lynchburg. So I was sitting with my arms crossed. I was not giving her any information. I was a horrible, horrible client. And she started talking about the lady that wanted to help me grow things. Like she wanted to help me plant things. And that's what Barbara did. When we first opened our day spa, she brought us in all of these plants for the front windows. And she noticed that I had an ability to kill them all. So she started coming in every week. When she would come in a little early for her manicure, she would take care of those plants. And so when the lady was doing the reading for me, she was talking about this woman that would come in with the blonde hair and she wanted to help me take care of plants. It was so cool. It was so cool. And that was when I first had a little bit of a kind of feeling that maybe there was something on the other side. And guess what? There he is. Okay, moving on. Can I get a whoop whoop in the room? You are doing wonderful, Jenny. Start paying attention. Journal. Write things down. You'll be surprised how much of a connection that creates and gives you the ability to connect a little bit more. Aunt Lisa plans. Yeah, it's terrifying. Is that Haley? It's terrifying. I do have a couple plants that are alive in the house, though. I call them my Hawaii sticks. They're plumeria. All right, let's see. Let's go with Joe Megan B. You're very welcome. That's something not to put on the resume, the ability to kill them all. No, that doesn't go well. Oh my God, you're going to get me banned on Facebook. Joe Megan. Joe Megan. Hey, could you do that later? Excuse me. Hey, Buford. Thank you. I'm not yelling at him. He cannot hear me. He's deaf as a doornail nowadays. Okay, Joe Megan. I want to talk about, I know, right? Peace lilies are the ultimate wonderful plant for somebody that is prone to killing foliage, right? Because they go, oh, help me. And then you have to water them. You do. Yeah, I agree. That's my go-to plant. Joe Megan. Oh, Nikes. The poor cactus. Gosh. I don't even try those. I've tried orchids before because I thought, I don't know. They come already bloomed. Anyhow, Joe Megan's like, what the hell? I want to talk about your sense of smell. I want to talk about an instant I had just a flash, like an instance of, I know who that is kind of thing, where you might be just going through your course of your day and you smell something and you just, good morning, Jamie's Cowboys. And it's just like instant recognition. You know how that sense of smell is connected to a memory? So Joe Megan, have you had that recently where you just smell something and it's gone? It can just trigger a memory and be gone. It can trigger and go and just be gone. Have you had that? Succulents? I don't know. I haven't. I don't. People with that kind of issue. I think it's a chemical. I think I have a chemical in my skin. Sam's like, don't touch anything. Like yesterday. Okay, did that bring an instant recognition of who you thought it might be from the other side? You're like, oh my gosh, I remember that from the other side of that person before they passed. Because if it did, that is absolutely that person gotcha. That person coming from the other side to say, "Hi, I love you. I'm around. I know that there may be something you need. I'm here for you. Lean on me." Okay. Now, the other thing I'm supposed to tell you is they didn't always do everything right, and that's okay, because everything from the other side looks different. They see things, maybe have good luck with wacky weed. My mom did. My mom, when I was growing up, I'd be like, I grew up in the Nancy Reagan era. Anyways, but just know, Joe, Megan, that is so valid. You have somebody that is there to help you, protect you, and not help you move forward. They're actually talking about trying to give you the confidence to take this one step. They're talking about this one step. They're like, let's move this one step forward. And once you do that, you'd be surprised how much easier the second step is, Joe, Megan. So they're trying to be they're trying to be your cheerleaders in the background, even if it's not a great memory that you have. Everything on the other side is different. The people that hurt us the most love us the deepest. I'll say it again. The people that hurt us the most love us the deepest. The soul aspect signs up for the let me teach you a lesson aspect of this life. And they don't have to be perfect. They don't have to do everything right. Matter of fact, that's where we learn, is within that storm, right? So we go, thank you. Even if they were jackasses and didn't always do everything right. But you learned. You learned what you wanted, and you learned what you didn't want. So the next time you can do it differently. Smells connected to my loved ones is how things started for me, or rather it's how I started recognizing what was happening. Yes, this is a clair, you guys. Every single person on the face of the planet is an intuitive. Everybody is. That's how we survive as a species. It is a self-preservation part of us. So this particular clair is called Clair Aliens. Go take the free class at mymysticallife.com, and you'll see that there's many different types of clairs, and that's just a small sampling of them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think there's 7 up there. So go figure out how amazing you are. I hope that's helpful. I hope that's helpful. All right, everybody. Buford is needy here, so I'm going to go take care of Buford and go finish vacuuming my kitchen. So that sounds fun because I have rugs in there I got to go take care of. And I hope that helps everybody. 1 card. Okay, thank you. Joe Megan. 1 card. Love. Love. All right, everybody. Have a great day. Find love. Find light. You're very welcome. Find light. I wonder what the second pin post is. Feel divine because you are, and may the light be with you always. All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye.